I ghosted my future wife after discovering about her history as a serial cheater. I'm in my mid-30s and my fiancé is early 30s. We've been together for 2 years, 1 year living together, and got engaged this past December. Her ex reached out to me over social media recently to warn me about her past. He was with her for 12 years. She hooked up with 3 guys in year 3 of their relationship. They were long distance for that year and only saw each other on weekends and holidays. He said he had a few minor indiscretions too during that time, so he chose to forgive her and reconcile. He moved in together and the relationship was going great. And he was even thinking about proposing when she had a month-long affair in year 7. When he found out, he broke up with her and she decided to try a polyamorous lifestyle for a few months before trying to get back together with him. He said she was very remorseful, went to therapy, etc., so he decided to give her another chance. The relationship returned to a happy state for the next few years until she had a 3-month-long affair with the coworker in year 10. This was very disturbing because she was pressuring him to propose to her at the time and started to withhold sex from him all while she was sleeping with someone else. He said that his self-esteem was very low at the time, and he gave in to the sunk cost fallacy, so they tried to reconcile. She was not very remorseful this time and blamed him for the affair because he would not propose. They went to therapy again, and he eventually did propose to her in year 12. He discovered that she had been messaging her old affair partner shortly after proposing to her, and then he broke it off for good. I was really shaken after learning all of this. I asked a friend of hers if this stuff was true, and she told me that based on what she knew it all sounded true. I don't know what to do. I love her so much. She's my entire world. I don't suspect that she ever cheated on me for the 2 years that we've been together. It's been such an amazing 2 years. We never really talked about her past. I knew that she'd been engaged, but she just said they grew apart. I confronted her about it this week, and at first she said that he was jealous and lying about her past, and she can't believe that I would believe a story like that. I told her I got confirmation that it was true, and she broke down crying, begging me not to leave her. She said that she has changed so much since then through therapy and self-reflection, and that she's a completely different person now. I find that a little hard to believe since we only met 8 months after her previous relationship ended. Can people really change so much in 8 months? I'm currently staying with my brother until I can figure out what to do. I'm bothered by the behavior patterns. She pressured him to propose while cheating on him, and then cheated on him again when they were engaged. She also pressured me to propose. I was happy to do it since I'm at that stage of my life where I really want to get married and start a family, and I really don't think that she's ever cheated on me. But I wonder what may happen if or when our relationship gets a bit stale or if I get very busy with work. What do you think I should do? Let's see some OP's replies to the relevant comments. Venom19 says, "How can you trust anything she says? She lied straight to your face when you confronted her. What's even more telling is she pressured you to propose just like she did her ex personally. I would run like hell in the other direction." Apprehensive Cost 496 says, "My ex-wife cheated on her fiancé a year before meeting me. I never knew the reason for their breakup. She just said he was abusive. Red flag missed. 8 years into our marriage, she cheated and never said she was unhappy to me. Past behavior is a good indicator of future behavior." The OP replies, "What bothers me are the details I learned. She went to therapy multiple times for this in the past, and it didn't work then. Also, the way she cheated seems especially cold to me, pressuring her ex to propose and stopping sex with him while she was having an affair with someone else. Who does that? I would never in my wildest dream do something like that." Apprehensive Costs 496 replies again, "That's messed up, but it just means this is her way of dealing with crap versus being an adult. You don't want that after you have kids. Trust me." The OP replies, "That's what I fear the most. We've had an amazing relationship for 2 years. I really feel that she is my soulmate. But what happens when my shiny newness rubs off and life gets more stressful?" Glittering Freedom 5 says, "Drop the soulmate nonsense or you are open to manipulation. See people for what they are and love them with their flaws if they do the same for you." Kizakini 9-7-6-4 says, "You already know what happens when the newness wears off. She will move on to having a shiny new side piece. Nobody changes that much in 8 months. At least not the type of deep-seated change she needs. Honestly, The fact that you are staying with your brother is a large enough shift in your relationship that I wouldn't be surprised if she is dealing with it by already setting something up with someone else. Oh, and the pressuring to propose is a major red flag. This woman isn't who you think she is. Alright, let's go to the update. Well, it's all over, folks. Thank you to all who made such a great effort to show me the light in my previous post. It was very helpful in forming my resolve. I met up in person with my now ex-fiancé's ex-fiancé, and he gave more sort of details about how unforgivably cruel and evil she was towards him. He also told me that I should look into her work phone since that was how he caught her messaging her old affair partner 3 years ago. Long story short, I asked to see the phone and she gaslit me again and refused to show it to me. I gave her an ultimatum that needed to show me or I walk away for good. She wouldn't budge, so I walked. About 10 minutes after I left, she caves and says I can see it. Too late. I blocked on everything. I don't ever want to see or hear from her again. I'm sure she has cheated on me, but I don't want to know anything about it. All future communication with her will be through a third party and only to work out loose ends and logistics. Thanks again, everyone. Peace. Let's see some OP's replies to the relevant comments. Regular Bat 44 says, Smart. You know she deleted everything in those 10 minutes. You Martin were, says, by her previous exit thank you gift. He saved your butt. Now make sure you do the same for the next school. Okay, Television 9278 says, Dude deserves a bottle of fine whiskey, and he was right. She's still evil incarnate. The Opie replies, Crab, I might make him the best man in my wedding if that ever happens. My trust in women is at an all-time low. X says, You should buy your ex-fiance around the beers. The Opie replies, Oh, believe me, I will. Very decent guy. Maybe my new best friend. Fluid Big 8126 says, The ex has been your guardian angel. He deserves a Reddit round of applause. The Opie replies, Yes, he does. Poor guy. At least I got out after 2 years instead of 12 like him. Next cheating story. When did you tell your children the truth? Advice. My male 41. Wayward spouse woman 40 left me to be with her affair partner. Things the fair partner fell apart after 6 months. When the kids were around 4 and 6. I never talked to the kids why we were not living together, and they never asked. My wayward spouse was the one that broke the news to them. She probably told them some BS about how mommy and daddy don't love each other anymore. My daughters are now 14 and 12. I have a cordial relationship with wayward spouse, but I constantly feel like I am carrying a family secret. There are a lot of life lessons I want my kids to learn from my experience with their mom, like there are consequences to your actions. Listen to your gut. Don't assume folks have the same moral compass you do, etc. But at the same time, this is a delicate time in their lives. They are teenagers. I want them to listen to their mother and not rebel against her authority. Their mother preaches the right stuff, but is obviously hypocrite in her actions. We have 50-50 custody. If they ask, I won't lie and I will tell them the truth. If they don't ask, my plan is to tell them around the age of 17 or 18. I want to impart my life experience before they head off to college, but maybe I should start discussing it sooner. If anyone has been in a similar situation, I would appreciate hearing your experience.